Good morning, North Hill Jets. I sure hope this video finds you doing great today. So you might be looking at me and wondering, Miss Flanagan, it looks like you might have just gotten out of bed. Well, you are right, I did. So some of you might wake up looking awesome, ready to go, all charged up, but not me. I wake up kind of like this. And so today we're going to talk about what are some tips that help us be good distance learners and how do we set ourselves up for success. One, dress like you're going to school. So that means getting up, showering if that's what you do, showing that you're appropriately dressed for school, wearing clothes that are appropriate for school, things that you would normally wear if you were at the building. So with that, I am going to go change my clothes and get myself ready for the day. Oh, okay, I am back. I feel so much better, right? I've kind of taken a shower, put on some clean clothes, and it just helps me feel way more prepared for my day. So I just encourage you to do that. Like get up, start each day just like you were going to school on a normal day, brush your hair, get ready to go, and you'll feel more like a student. Because it's tempting, right? We're not actually going into school, but we also are students still, and we want to act like a student. So some of you might be tempted like, oh, I'm just going to wear my pajamas all day, my sweats. Maybe at home you sometimes don't even have a shirt on or something like that. But it's so important that we dress like a student, especially if we're on a Zoom call, right? Because nobody really wants to see your pajamas, your sweats. They don't want to see you not fully clothed, right? They want to see you ready to go, just like they normally would, so you look like you do when they saw you and your teacher saw you and your friends saw you at school. Okay, so tip number 2 is to sit in a work seat. Okay, so right now I'm sitting on my couch, and this is a place where I sit to relax and talk to people and have conversations. But it's not usually a place where I sit to work. So I encourage you to find a little place at your home that you can do some work at. And so you don't usually want to have that be like where you play video games or where you watch movies and TV and stuff like that. If you could find a place, maybe it's at your dining room table, maybe it's in your bedroom, that's like a special spot. Maybe I know a lot of people are doing a little work in like a part of a closet, where it's kind of your sacred workspace. And you can make it cozy, like I have at mine, like I have usually something to drink, and I usually have markers and paper to write on and things like that, and where I have my device right to use. So I really encourage you to think about that. What could be your kind of office at home? Because it really helps. And then when you're done, you can go, oh, I'm going to leave all that work behind. I'm done with school for today. It's just like when the bell rings, right? You have freedom and you get to go do what you want to do. But when you're on your work time, it's important to be in a safe place, just like you would have at school, like a desk or something like that. Okay, tip number 3 is exit all other programs. So by that, we're talking about YouTube, TikTok, maybe you're FaceTiming a friend, maybe you're gaming, you're playing some kind of game on a device too. This one's really important because it can make the work last so much longer if you're constantly going between doing some schoolwork and then getting on some YouTube video and then going back to schoolwork, right? And it really kind of clutters your mind and your thinking. So I just really encourage you, those things are fine, but when you're doing your schoolwork time, let's put those devices and those programs aside, exit them out, clear your mind, and focus on your schoolwork. You know, if you are mostly on Seesaw, and some of you are doing iReady and Imagine Learning, some other different programs, if you focus on those, you shouldn't have to do schoolwork for that much of your day, right? A pretty small chunk. But if you're kind of constantly flip-flopping between the devices, it's going to take you way longer to get your work done. So I just encourage you to kind of keep your mind clear and shut out those other programs. Okay, the last tip I have for you, Jets, today is chunk and reward. Chunk and reward. So sometimes we can feel pretty overwhelmed by the amount of work we have to do, or maybe there's a subject that we're kind of like, I'm having trouble making myself get on Seesaw, get on iReady to do. So I encourage you to think about chunking that a little bit. So chunking means maybe you have an hour's worth of work to do or a big math problem you need to solve, and chunking it a little bit, chunking it and breaking it into smaller pieces. So one of those pieces might be like 10 minutes or 15 minutes. And you tell yourself, I'm going to set a timer, or I'm going to just make myself work on this for 15 minutes, and then I'm going to reward myself. So a reward could be a lot of different things, could be a ton of different things. Could be going outside for a while and playing. It could be watching a YouTube video. It could be drawing. It could be FaceTiming or calling a friend. It could also be something I like to do sometimes. Have a little snack, like a little cookie or something like that, or some other treat, and just giving yourself a little break. So again, chunking it, doing a little bit of time, and then having a little relaxation time, and then going back so you don't feel so overwhelmed. All right, so that's it for today. I hope that you guys will continue to work hard. It's been amazing to see all the great things you're doing on Seesaw, all your hard work. We're all so very proud of you, so proud of you. And keep it up, stay motivated, and know that even though we're distant, we're still together. You are still North Hill Jets. We love you, we miss you, and keep up your great work.